Hello and welcome to BizWatch News in 5 minutes, where we bring you Nigeria's latest business and economic news stories. My name is Kenny Victor, and here are the top stories as the week winds down. The headlines. JAMB begins sales of 2026 UTME direct entry forms from January 26. Federal government asks to sign 2025 agreement to end university strikes and improve lecturers' welfare. Funke Akindele becomes Africa's highest grossing filmmaker with 5.3 billion 3-year streak. AFCON 2025. Morocco knocks out Nigeria on penalties, set up final clash with Senegal. USA suspends visa processing for Nigeria and 74 others. And now, the news in details. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has announced the commencement of the sale of application documents for the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination and direct entry admissions for the 2026-2027 academic session. The announcement was contained in a photo statement signed by the registrar, Professor Ishak Oloyede, and shared on the board's official handle on Tuesday night. According to the statement, applications are invited for suitably qualified candidates seeking admission into tertiary institutions across Nigeria for the 2026-2027 academic session. The federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has unveiled a renegotiated agreement aimed at resolving long-standing disputes that have repeatedly disrupted Nigeria's university system and academic calendars. The 2025 agreement marks the conclusion of a renegotiation process that began in 2017 to review the 2009 federal government ASU Pact, which was originally due for reassessment in 2012. Several previous efforts to reach a consensus failed, including negotiations led by committees chaired by Bawali Babalaki, Monzali Jibrin, and Nimi Briggs under successive administrations. A breakthrough was eventually achieved under the current government, which inaugurated a renegotiation committee led by Yayali Ahmed in October 2024. Funke Akindele has made cinematic history as the first filmmaker to rank number 1 at the African box office for 3 consecutive years, amassing a combined domestic gross of 5.39 billion naira. Our latest production, Behind the Scenes, officially closed its primary run in 2.1 billion naira, shattering previous records to become the highest grossing film of all time in West Africa. The milestone, confirmed by Film One Entertainment on Monday, January 12, marks the first time a Nollywood production has crossed the 2 billion threshold in the regional market. The record-breaking performance of Behind the Scenes follows a pattern of high-yield holiday releases under the Funke Ayotunde Akindele network. Morocco books their place in the final of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations after edging Nigeria 4-2 on penalties following a goalless semi-final encounter at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium on Wednesday night. The tense contest, which ended 0-0 after 120 minutes of regulation and extra time, was ultimately decided from the spot, where the Atlas Lions showed greater composure to eliminate the Super Eagles in front of a vocal home crowd. Despite Nigeria's resilience, Morocco controlled large phases of the game, dominating possession and attacking output. And on the global scene, the United States has announced an indefinite suspension of visa processing for Nigeria and 74 other countries effective January 21, 2026. A State Department memo directed consular officers to refuse visas under existing law while screening and vetting procedures are reassessed. The pause begins on January 21 and will continue indefinitely until the Department of State completes its reassessment of visa processing. State Department spokesperson Tommy Pigott said immigration from these 75 countries will be paused while procedures are reassessed to prevent entry of foreign nationals who will take welfare and public benefits. And that's all we have this week on BizWatch News in 5 minutes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with Nigeria's latest business and economic news stories. My name is Kenny Victor, and I'll see you next week.